It's like that first day of filming, like where you're anxious, but you're not anxious, but you're anxious at the same time.
You can stop mentioning me ain't with the hype. Bitches talking shit, don't never wanna fight. Hell no. Cuban daughter said I'm known to keep my pipe. Been doing this shit, ain't gotta earn no stripes. I don't watch your.
All right, are we in focus? Are we in focus? Are we here? Are we here? What's up, everybody, and happy new year, and above all, welcome home to my channel. Maybe, perhaps, I don't know, we're still here somehow. What's up, everybody, and welcome back home to my channel, right where you guys belong, or welcome to my channel, right where you should be. Happy new year. It's 2021. 2020 was absolutely fucking shitty. I think that we could all agree that 2020 was just, it wasn't anybody's year, but 2021 is here. We're gonna be positive. For today's video, as you guys could tell in the title, we are gonna be going over some of the things that need to be left in 2020. Like I said, 2020 was fucking chaotic. There was no structure, there was no principles, there was no morals anywhere in 2020. So now that we're in 2021, I think that we should all come together and go over this list that I have composed to myself on what should be left in 2020. And if there's anything that you think should be left in 2020, or maybe you disagree with something that's on my list, don't be shy, voice your opinion down below in the comment box. And don't forget to give this video a like just because you watched it. The first thing that should be left in 2020 is the Selena, I hope I'm not mispronouncing it, I don't mean it disrespectful, Selena series on Netflix. This show triggers me. I can't even say I watched a couple episodes, to be real, but I did watch a couple of scenes from the show. It's not just me that feels this way. Maybe you feel this way too, but other people that I've spoken to just, it's gotta go. It's gotta go. I don't know if they're gonna do a season 2 for the show, but I hope not. And if they do, I hope they get like a better production team. I don't know what it was. Some of the characters, spot on. Some of the other characters, like Selena, not so spot on. The mean look of it was kind of, it looked low budgeted, that's first and foremost. And I don't mean any disrespect, because if y'all been watching me for a cool ass minute, it's not like I put out the best content. You know, obviously I'm not coming at this project in a malicious way. I'm just saying, as a viewer, the hair pieces, the makeup, the looks, the everything, it was the wigs mostly. Like the wigs and the hair pieces were not it. I felt like every fucking scene, it was a different hairstyle. I want to say watch the show and then y'all will see what I'm talking about with the hair and just, you know, the production in general and how it was executed. But I don't know if I want to recommend it because it just wasn't good. Next thing that we need to leave in 2020 is celebrities making OnlyFans accounts. Now, here on my channel, I made a video, I'm gonna say like talking about, really, because it was very brief. It was only like one video, one and done. For those of you guys that have been watching my recent videos, you guys know that I recently dropped a video where I talked briefly about my OnlyFans. I was blackmailed on it. If you guys are interested in that video, you guys should totally go check that out. I'm not saying celebrities shouldn't get on OnlyFans because that's stopping my bag, because everybody could get a bag. Jordan Woods was another one that made an OnlyFans. That also pissed me off because people were seriously pissed that they subscribed to her OnlyFans and she teased out what was on her OnlyFans, and then they were mad that they didn't see Jordan Woods in the nude. Like, thank you guys. Think. Celebrities, except for celebrities like Sukihana. I don't know if y'all know who Sukihana is. I don't really want to discuss Sukihana's business, but I highly suggest y'all go look her up. She is on Love and Hip Hop Miami. Some of these celebrities like Jessica Dime, Cardi B, Jocelyn Hernandez, some of those celebrities started off in the sex industry. So it's not a far-fetched idea for them to at some point make an OnlyFans. But I don't understand why, and as much as I love them, Tyga, Chris Brown, I don't understand why they would make an OnlyFans. Like, you guys make so much money, hand over fist. Can you leave OnlyFans, like, for people like me, you know? Where it's just an extra coin or two, you know. I'm just saying, leave it in 2020. Next, Nick Cannon. This is probably gonna sound kind of odd, probably gonna come from left field, but let me tell you something. I don't really like Nick Cannon, but throughout 2020, you saw a lot of true colors of some of these celebrities and influencers. Nick Cannon, and in case you guys aren't familiar, made a statement, and he said it with his chest, and he said it like he meant it. And he had so many people backing him up, but also being like, dude, what the hell? Like, why would you say something like that? That's messed up, that's racist. I believe he also made a comment involving Jewish people, which y'all already know that just does not fucking float right with people. As a result, Nick Cannon ended up losing his show Wild 'N Out, which, as some of y'all know, Wild 'N Out has always been Nick Cannon's show. That was always his niche, even if music wasn't his niche. You feel? When he lost his show, Nick Cannon recanted on what he said, and he was saying like, oh, it was taken out of context, I didn't mean it, I was ignorant, I was uneducated, and blah, blah, blah. He's not gonna get his show back. I know that. Hopefully he knows that, and I'm hoping you guys are catching on to this. Nick Cannon isn't gonna get back his show, okay? If he does, he probably did something, signed some type of NDA to where he could get his show back, to where he could get his bag back, but he's not getting that show back. The only reason why he recanted what he said was because they took something from him, because he lost something from it. Obviously, it's not his show if people are able to take that from him, but that's a whole other thing. When you make a statement and when you speak your mind about something and you say something with passion and with soul in your heart, and then you take it back, I'm gonna look at you funny. I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm gonna look at you funny, because the way that he stood in front of that camera, or sat in front of that camera, and he said what he said, and it seemed like he was for the cause, the things that he was saying. It seemed like he was for the cause, and you know, he was speaking it out against injustice, and then as soon as something that he felt was injustice to him, he takes it back. And that's a problem, because in this day and age, we don't need influencers to be throwing out statements and then rallying us up and then be like, oh, sorry guys. No, it's like somebody advocating for something, and then they get everybody ready for this rally, and we're like, okay guys, we're gonna march down Main Street, and then the leader of the pack is like, bye guys. Kind of how I feel Nick Cannon is. I don't think Nick Cannon really has, I don't want to say like, I don't think he has a spine, but I don't think he knows himself, and I don't think he has truly found himself. It's one thing to have something that didn't do well, and then you make up for it by having something else. Now he doesn't have that something else in the tuck, so now he's just trying to do what he can to get his meal ticket back, which is fine, which is, you know, okay, I would understand that. Keep in mind that Nick Cannon wouldn't be the first person to say something and then lose something behind that. Next, any beef with Nicki Minaj. Personally, I used to like Nicki Minaj way in the beginning of her career when she first started off. I used to love her. I would bump her music, and then I would say probably when the whole Nicki and Cardi beef came up, that's when I was just like, ugh. I was turned off at Nicki. And the reason why I was turned off from Nicki was because, you know, Nicki is seasoned, okay? She's seasoned. She's been in the game for a while. She's established. We all know who Barbie is. We all know who Nicki Minaj is. When Nicki was getting into these beefs, like, it wasn't just Cardi. She was beefing with hella people. Left, right, up, down, all around. She was beefing with those people. I was just like, dude, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You are Nicki fucking Minaj. Okay, she literally made a decade. I don't use this word often very much, but Nicki Minaj is a legend, okay? She has definitely made a way for herself. She is a self-made legend. Because she has that high title, I was very confused why, like, especially beginning in 2020, she was getting into all these beefs. I don't know if it was for publicity. I don't know if she just want to cop a clout bag or two. I don't know what it was. I wasn't here for it. Homegirl's petty. Let's just not. I don't like that. I don't like that look on her. All right, this next one, I'm gonna have to take a fat fucking hit off of this. Next thing we need to leave in 2020 is racism comfort. The comfortability that racist people have came to in 2020 was absolutely disgusting. It was appalling. I literally hated living in America. I think 2020 was the biggest eye-opener for everybody. This wasn't a their problem, a he problem, a she problem, a gay problem, a minority problem. This literally was everybody's problem. I think in 2020 we saw the most vile, disgusting, appalling, disappointing, disapproving, just I can't even think of all the synonyms. I can't even think of all the synonyms to describe what 2020 was and how racism was in 2020. Growing up, I never had blinders on. I was very much aware of racism. I myself experienced racism in the 3rd grade, which is what, 7, 8 years old. My dad took a lot of pride, took a lot of time, and took a lot to educate me on how the world is and how the world treats people and how it really treats people. You hear these songs like "We Are the World," "Where Is the Love," and you want to believe that it just takes someone or a song or a movement to change society. You would think that after so many racist killings, after so many racial threats, racial related crimes, racial infused crimes, you would think that it would just stop, you know? And you would think that at some point people are gonna realize like, hey, this is wrong, you know, like why are we worried about what this person does or what this person looks like? 2020 was like peeling off that sticker on the back of a bottle, and it reveals all of these drug facts that you never knew existed. Like it shows you the general stuff, but then when you peel it off from the back, you see all the details and stuff. And some of it you may not understand, some of it you're familiar with, but at the end of the day, you're just like, what the fuck is this? I don't see why, after all of the evolutionizing and the progressing that we have done, not only as a country or society, but as a world, I don't understand why people felt that comfortable that they did in 2020 to show us the racism at its finest. I don't understand that. It needs to be left in 2020. Last, but definitely not least, is Tana Mojo. I'm not gonna lie, I was for her. I was watching the story times, I was subscribed, I was doing all that shit when the racist shit started resurfacing. The shit that she's done has been brought to her attention to the point now where she can't even ignore it, okay? It's just so in her fucking face. Paparazzi, everybody, like she's everywhere, you know? I watched that shitty ass fucking video where she allegedly apologized, because it wasn't an apology video. She calls it an apology video, but it wasn't an apology video. It was shitty, it was garbage, it was trash. It was very insincere, very disgusting, very robotic, so edited to the point where it was gross. And I couldn't believe that she literally uploaded that and had the audacity to talk about, you know, how she understands how racism affects people and all this other shit, because that's what 2020 taught her. And then she turns around and does such a half-assed backhanded apology like that, and this bitch is still catching bags. I'm sorry, but being young, being dumb, growing up in the limelight, that doesn't excuse racism. It doesn't excuse racism. It doesn't excuse slander. It doesn't excuse none of that. You know what's right, you know what's wrong. You know lying about somebody and bringing up their mental situation and getting people blackballed from an industry, you know those things are wrong. You know referring to your supposed best friend by the N-word several times is wrong. It's wrong. Yet this girl is still getting monetized and all this other shit. But we have Colin Kaepernick that genuinely stands for something real, and that's actually for people and society, and he loses everything. But Tana Mojo gets to fucking chill with Paris Hilton and her fucking best friend. She needs to be left in 2020. Her and her whole motherfucking posse. Goodbye. Stay in 2020. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Those are the things that I think that should be left in 2020. I probably will get some people that disagree with me, but that's okay, because opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys had a safe year or end of the year coming into 2021. I hope that you guys do everything that you want to do this year, because this year is actually going to be filled with blessings and potential and opportunities. You just got to be ready to take them. So I'm ready if you guys are. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. Follow me on my social media. All of that shit will be found down below in the description box, as well as the beginning and the end of the video, also in my bio on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out my story time, some other previous videos that I have done. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.